Hey, it's your girl Roxy again. So I'm safe, and I gotta apparently be very careful what I say on the YouTube because my last video got flagged. Um, so I'll be very careful what I say because apparently there is no freedom of speech anymore. So in the last month, I got released from Lassen County Jail. I was in Susanville briefly, but I'm a resident of Butte County, or I was. And so I had to go over there because when I was arrested at the emergency room in Oroville to report sexual assault, just on my bench warrants. So don't forget in this wonderful country of ours that, it's more important to put away a criminal, because that's what I am, such a big, hard criminal, than to get to report sexual assault. Anywho, so I get out in Susanville, went back to Oroville to get my belongings, which were locked up at the Oroville Police Department. I don't necessarily have anything wrong with law enforcement, by the way. After everything that's happened to me, you would think I do, but I don't. I still have respect for cops. I still have respect for the sheriff, CHP, etc. But I'm not particularly fond of having to go into a police department to get my belongings. So Orville, of course, didn't pan out. I got robbed by a fellow homeless person right after I got into town, which was kind of my just desserts, you know, for a myriad of reasons. And I ended up going to Chico, got into town in an ambulance. 3 ER trips in 1 week, by the way. That's how fun it is to be a homeless person. I would say homeless woman, but, you know, I guess for lack of a better term, that's what people think I am. But then I ended up coming back to good old Janesville, California, and of course that didn't work out either. Both the relationship and the job didn't pan out, which I knew they wouldn't. It's not going to pan out when, the only people you introduce me to is your friends or, fellow tweaker POSs. And I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. I have never met a functional drug addict. I've never met an honest drug dealer in all my life. And it's not going to happen now. And I don't want any part of it. Yeah, being on the streets, it would be easier if I was just off my face, drunk all the time or loaded or whatever. I'm not going to lie. It would kill the pain. But what kind of life really is that going to do for me? You know, is that really where I want my, final resting place to be? You know, I was found, what, in a homeless encampment? you know, I mean, anywho, long story short, now I'm in a town called Flanagan. And if there is any work around here, let me know because, Lord howdy, I need to work. I know I'm not very qualified to do a lot of things, but, there's a lot I can do. You guys know I've cleaned houses and I've done yard work and I can be trained to do a lot of different things too. So that's my update. Hopefully this video won't get flagged. Hopefully I didn't say anything wrong. I know I didn't put on my face today because whatever. And yeah, I know. I have no eyebrows. I do have a little friend though. Want to say hi? Want to say hi? No? No hi? All right. Well, you'll have a great day. Okay. I left to realize I got this great flag behind me. God bless America. Mad love.